In the Netherlands, it is becoming increasingly easy to end unborn human life. And this is happening both within general practitioner care and outside of it, systematically in violation of the law. And I am referring to the Termination of Pregnancy Act. This law stems from the conviction that ending unborn human life must be regarded as such a serious and drastic measure that it can only be accepted if an emergency situation for the woman makes it unavoidable. The law does not grant a right to abortion, but describes the exceptional cases in which performing an abortion is not punishable. And strict conditions must be met for this. The doctor is required to have one or more conversations with the woman. The doctor is required to inform the woman about alternative solutions for her possible emergency situation. The doctor is required to ensure that the woman's request is made voluntarily and with full consideration, and the doctor is required to assess, based on his own findings, whether the procedure can be considered responsible. And the decision as such to proceed with an abortion must be made jointly by the woman and the doctor. So the doctor is not just a form processor, no, he is an assessor with his own duties and responsibilities. And in daily abortion practice, it turns out that these strict legal requirements have shamelessly been set aside for years. Various legislative evaluations have shown that the majority of doctors do not discuss alternatives to abortion with the woman, even though the law requires it. The initiative twisabortus.nl, launched last week, goes a few steps further. Through this site, women only need to fill out an online form, and by midnight, they receive a prescription for the abortion pill without any conversation or human contact having taken place. Does the minister acknowledge that providing abortion pills online is in violation of both the Medicines Act and the Termination of Pregnancy Act? How does she assess the statements made by the initiator of this website, who said last week on the program Dit is de Dag on Radio 1, and I quote, "Anyone can abuse this website," end of quote. According to the minister, what are the risks of such abuse? And is the minister willing to ensure that the inspectorate will take enforcement action against this initiative? And can she, in consultation with the Minister of Justice, determine what the enforcement policy of the Public Prosecution Service is regarding these criminal offences? After all, the online provision of the abortion pill in violation of the Medicines Act is a crime under the Economic Offences Act. And actually performing an abortion without meeting the requirements of the Termination of Pregnancy Act is a crime under the Criminal Code. The initiators behind twisabortus.nl are therefore not only acting reprehensibly, but also criminally. And in this chamber, we may have differing opinions on medical ethics. We have different views on abortion. That is what we debate about. But we should at least agree that the law as it currently stands must be upheld, and that criminal abortion cowboys who completely disregard all the rules must be dealt with harshly. Because legal provisions aimed at protecting unborn human life must not be reduced to a dead letter. Thank you.